how you doing? This is Matt with the Miami Performing Arts Studio here in Palmetto Bay, Florida, and we are offering drum lessons to anybody ages 10 and above. You can call the number below or fill out the form, and we'll get started. Talk to you soon.
Hey, Matt, how do you hold drumsticks?
All right. Well, you know what? There's a bunch of different ways to hold drumsticks. There's a traditional grip, which came from the marching days, where your left hand is like this. You've got it sort of sits in the cradle of your thumb, and then sits on your ring finger. It gives you the top two fingers end up with stick control later on, okay? But then it's usually tipped over this way. All right, because the snare drums used to be tipped when they were marching, so they had to get the hand up over the top. So that's how they did it. All right. A lot of people play that way. I don't really. Sometimes in my brushes I will, because I get a nice natural swoop on the left hand. But then there's the match grip, which means both hands are the same way. With a match grip, what you're doing is you've got a pivot point. There's really two fingers holding the sticks. All right. It's your thumb, where your thumb print is, the pad of your thumb, and then the first knuckle of your index finger. And you go about a third of the way up. You can spend time looking for the perfect balance point, but it's not critical right now. Go about a third of the way up on the stick, put the stick in that first knuckle, and then right across from that, you put the pad of your thumb. So you're really holding the stick with two fingers.
I see.
Okay? And what happens, we call it the pivot point because the stick needs to pivot there. Okay? So one of the things that you'll have to get used to is how much pressure do you have to put so you don't drop the stick, obviously, but so if you hold it too tight, the stick's not going to move. You're choking it. So you want it to be able to move without jumping up into the hole there. Okay? So, and both hands are the same way. So once you've got that pivot point found, okay, you're thinking of the stick as an extension of your arm. All right? The only difference is you don't want the stick right in line with your arm because then, of course, it's going to hit your arm. So you just kick it out to the side, and you can see it sticking out here. And that's where the stick goes, okay? The other three fingers wrap around the stick, okay? They're later on for finger control, all right? But for right now, they're just kind of out of the way, all right? You don't want to pinch the stick. You just want to have them there, okay? And both hands is the same way, all right? The next step, basically, is put both of the tips of your stick right in the center of the snare drum. All right? You always want to hit the center of the drums. That's where the best sound is. All right?
The center.
The center. Down the road, you are going to play on the edges. You are going to get rim shots. You're going to do different things, but those are for color and textures into the music, okay? Right now, you want a good, solid shot in the middle. So you make a V with your sticks, okay? If you've been looking around on YouTube or whatnot, you might know there's what's called a German grip when they put their arms way out here, okay? Then the American grip is pretty much the most relaxed. It's right in the center here, okay? And you'll notice that my knuckles are facing the ceiling, okay? And that's because now we have to talk about our hands. The hinge on your wrist is on the side here, okay? So you want your knuckles up because it's like bouncing a ball.
Right.
You know, you bounce the ball, it comes back up and hits your hand up. You don't have to keep pulling your hand up when you're bouncing a ball. The ball pushes it back up. The stick's going to push it back up. Okay, if you roll it over, now, like you're shaking hands, now you're working against the joint. Okay?
That
now,
makes sense.
At the beginning of this, I did say there's a bunch of different ways to hold a stick. There will be times when you do want your hand up like that, when you're getting into finger control. We'll get into that at a later lesson. Okay? But for right now, your knuckles are up, all right, and you're in your relaxed position like this. Once you've got your pivot point, your fingers underneath, your knuckles are up, you've got your V, lift your sticks up to about 45 degrees, okay? Just because it's a good medium volume height, all right? There's times when they're going to come up to 90, and there's times when they're going to be just barely off the head, okay, when we're talking about dynamic control. But right now, you're going to be starting right about 45 degrees. What you're going to do is basically throw the stick into the drum. Okay?
Throw the stick.
Yeah, you're throwing your hand down.
You're not guiding it.
No, you're kind of, it's almost like you're going like that.
Yeah.
Except you're not letting go.
I see.
All right? You're just throwing the stick down. Because anytime, I mean, you know, this is physics.
So you're letting it bounce off the...
Exactly. I don't want to... Drumming is a very physical instrument anyway. Why do I want to sit there and hit the drum, muffle the sound, and then have to pull it off.
I see.
That's terrible, you know.
Yeah.
You're going to hurt yourself. That's going to give you tendinitis and things like that.
Right.
It's going to give you bad sound, and it's going to give you no control.
I
So,
got you.
and it's so much easier. You just get used to it
Fluid.
bouncing off. Exactly. You know, it's all about efficiency of motion when you're playing. Picture yourself at a 2-hour gig,
Yeah.
okay? You better be relaxed as much as you can be, okay? All right, so anyway, so you're going to do this. You're going to, and until you come and you learn and you're doing it, I can only, words can only get you so far, okay? You're going to feel it bouncing off the drum, and your hand is really almost riding the stick,
Mm-hmm.
okay? It's coming back with the stick when it comes up, all right? It's kind of along for the ride sort of a thing, all right?
So,
And that's what you want to do, because once you have a feel of the rebound,
Mhm.
when you're playing even faster, it's very natural and relaxed. If you look at my hands and my arms, they're relaxed. I'm not
Right.
going like this trying to get speed out.
Right.
I'm going like this.
nice.
Okay, and it's all very relaxed. All right, and that's holding a stick.
All right.
All right, so sign up for your drum lessons now. Once you register, you will get a free drum lesson once you sign up. And we look forward to seeing you down here at the Miami Performing Arts Studio. For more information, you can go to our website at miamiperformingartsstudio.com. You can call the number below. Stop on by anytime. We're here from 2:30 to 9, Monday through Friday. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.